The master of your fate. Where will you be at 65? At 65, where will you be? Dependent or independent? Struggling for a living, accepting charity from someone else, or at the top of the heap? I am the master of my fate. Until you have learned that, you will never attain life's full success. Your fate is in your own hands. You have the making of it. What you're going to be in 6 months or a year from now depends upon what you think about today. So make your choice now. Are you going to bow down to matter as the only power? Are you going to look upon your environment as something that has been wished upon and for which you are in no way responsible? Or are you going to try to realize in your daily life that matter is merely an exaggeration of protons and electrons subject entirely to the control of your mind? That your environment, your success, your happiness, all are your own making, and that if you are not satisfied with the conditions as they are, you have but to visualize them as you would have them be and put your creative power to work in order to change them. The former is the easier way right now, the easy way that leads to the hell of poverty, fear, and old age. But the latter is the way that brings you to your heart desire. Merely because this power of universal mind is invisible, is that any reason to doubt it? The greatest power of nature are invisible. Love is invisible. But what greater power is there than life? Joy is invisible. Happiness, peace, contentment. Radio waves are invisible, yet you hear them. They are a product of the law governing sound waves. Law is invisible, yet you see the manifestations of different laws every day. To run a locomotive, you study the law of applying power, and you apply that law when you make the locomotive go. These things are not the result of invention. The law has existed from the beginning. It merely waited for man to learn how to apply it. If man had known how to call upon a universal mind to the right extent, he could have applied the law of sound waves, the law of steam, ages ago. Invention is merely a revelation and an unfoldment of universal wisdom. That same universal wisdom knows millions of other laws of which man has not even a glimmering. You can call upon it. You can use that wisdom as your own by thinking of things as they might be instead of as they are. You will eventually find some great need, and to find a need is the first step towards finding the supply to satisfy that need. You have to know what you are after before you can send the genie of your mind seeking it in the universal mind. You remember the story of the poor Boer farmer who struggled for years to glean a livelihood out of his rocky soil, only to give up in despair and go off to seek his fortune elsewhere. Years later, coming back to his old farm, he found it swarming with machinery and life, more wealth being dug out of it every day than he had ever dreamed existed. It was the great Kimberley diamond mine. Most of us are like that poor Boer farmer. We struggle along under our surface power, never dreaming of the giant power that could be ours if we would just dig a little deeper. Rose that great inner self who can give us more even than any acres of diamonds.